Hi, I'm Chris Frye, one of the partners at Steidl Steinberg, here to talk to you about one of the two most popular types of bankruptcy, Chapter 13. First, a Chapter 13 can only be filed by people and not by corporations or LLCs or any other type of legal entity. Chapter 13 is reserved only for individuals. A Chapter 13 is a reorganization of debt and a repayment of some or all of your debt over time. Essentially what happens is that at the beginning of a Chapter 13 case, a repayment plan is proposed, which calls for a monthly payment to your creditors. The court appoints a trustee whose job it is to collect that payment from you each month and pay your debts according to the repayment plan. A Chapter 13 payment plan goes anywhere between 36 and 60 months depending on the circumstances, but cannot go any more than 60 months, as that is the max. Now, why would someone file a Chapter 13 repayment bankruptcy as opposed to a Chapter 7 just to eliminate debt? Well, the reasons are too many to list here, but one of the major ones is that filing a Chapter 13 will halt a foreclosure and sheriff sale of your home and gives you the ability to spread out the backed payments over time. In other words, it can save your house from foreclosure. Other reasons to file a Chapter 13 include, but are certainly not limited to, if you make too much money to file for Chapter 7, if you have too much in the way of assets to file a Chapter 7 without losing those assets, or if you have debts that you can't ever just eliminate, but those can be repaid over time in a Chapter 13, like most tax debts. How much of your debt has to be paid back? How much of the debt can be eliminated? How much will the monthly payment be? Well, these are all great questions that depend on your individual circumstances and how the law applies to those circumstances. And the best way to get answers to those questions is at a free consultation with me or any of the other lawyers at my firm. At the consultation, we will certainly discuss Chapter 13 and all your other options to figure out what is best for you.